Welcome to Cricket Center. This is the moment to talk about Sharjah, a historic cricket ground, and it's provided a lot of joy to cricketers and to those viewing over a period of time. And you're talking about Sharjah particularly in this IPL Season 7. It has been a revival and certainly no disappointment at all. It's had three close finishes, getting into the wire and into the last over, and that is definitely enjoyment for all. Huge entertainment provided from Sharjah Cricket Ground. Now it's a moment to see what kind of statistics it provided. First of all, you have to say it's something that's going to remain etched in the mind of many who watch cricket and on television, in live matches out there. I think it's Maxwell for sure. Big Show Maxwell and his exploits. There were two high scores of 190 plus, but then 193 was the best high score, and Kings 11 Punjab was happy to have Maxwell there, plundering 95 of 43 deliveries with 9 big hits out of the park. And that's entertainment at its best. And you're also talking about Sharjah and its myth of being a smallish cricket ground in comparison to Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Well, then the score should have been high in all the 6 games. It wasn't true because there was a struggle in the power play overs and also in the mid overs. I think batting wasn't the easiest out there. In the power play overs, if you look at it, this struggle happened because only 3 times it was 8 runs per over in excess, and on 3 other occasions in the middle overs, 10 runs in excess. And that you're talking about batting struggling out there. But death overs definitely much better, and you can take a look at the comparison of these 3 venues, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, and Dubai. Dubai obviously being the best in the power play and also in the death overs. But if you look at Sharjah in particular, I think there's a struggle in the power play overs, as I already mentioned, and the middle overs a little better out there. And in the end, probably teams winning because they're chasing. They didn't have to do too much in the death overs, and there will be something, probably it's a build-up to the death overs. And that's why toss definitely played a big part out there. Teams winning the toss, put the opposition in, and the chases were really successful, 4 out of 6. Now, we've seen the batting struggle, perhaps. When batting struggles, it's also about bowling flourishing in the conditions provided by Sharjah. That's a time to see what the bowling looked like. Pace versus spin could be, well, the right way to start things. Welcome back, and this is the second part of our segment here, and we're talking about, I did leave you, pace versus spin, and for you, the comparison straight away available, and you can see it's wickets for the pacers, 46 and 13 for the spinners, and a strike rate of 20 and 37. Remarkable difference, isn't it? When you talk about pacers, I think the captains were quite happy to throw the ball to the pacers and say 153 overs bowled by the fast bowlers and just 80 by the spinners. Lakshmipati Balaji smiled when he got 4 for 13, and a remarkable spell that was. And he rode so high, Kings 11 Punjab won the game easily because of that. Not only that, I think he had a couple of very key wickets, and he's been one now picking up all the overseas batsmen, and that is a big bonus when you look at having a fast bowler who could do just that. And Akshar Patel, 2 for 20, standout performance by the young lad. I think that will do him a lot of confidence. Economy for the fast bowlers in 7.68 and the spinner 7.51. And you look at 7.51 without claiming too many wickets, I think that's a huge letdown. So Sharjah and its myth of looking at being a smaller ground, well, the fast bowlers doing well, that could be a bit of a surprise. I think it's perhaps due to the fact that it gave the fast bowler a lot of hope that he can extract so much juice from the track that there was both bounce and seam movement, which became too hot to handle up front for the batsman. Because in the power play overs, you had to strike and get your team to huge starts like 50 or 60. It wasn't happening, and the power play overs, you look at it, has been quite dismal. And 14 wickets falling in the power play overs, and all claimed by the pacers, and in comparison, it's been 0 for the spinner. And it's also very high, expensive rates for the spinner when you come into the death overs. So the over-reliance with the fast bowler, I think that's one reason why the fast bowlers have flourished. And teams bowling first have also done well out there. So successful chases we have seen, and we've also seen comparison pace versus spin, and it's no surprise altogether. Sharjah has given great excitement. And to probably recap and think of those moments, we should go back and start with Maxwell. So Big Show Maxwell didn't let anybody down. Maybe Mumbai, for one, will be thinking, what if Maxwell was there with us? But no second thoughts for Maxwell, because he just roared high, and you looked at him at 95 runs scored in just 43 deliveries, 9 big hits out of the Sharjah cricket ground. That was huge excitement for all watching on the ground and as well as watching on television. So we're looking at Maxwell for sure, and Maxwell will be on the list right up when you do top moments for Sharjah cricket ground. Not far behind, you look at Miller, and there was one particular over where he killed Kulkarni. And quickly, people said it is Kilkarni. Right? That's how the over panned out. 37 runs required of 21 balls, and he blasted 4 sixes and claimed 27 runs, and it became an easy chase altogether. And then we move on to the smiling assassin. He's always been smiling. That is the smile of Balaji. When he claimed Finch and Warner in the same over, that was a double blow. Kings 11 Punjab just went on to win the game easily with his 4 for 13. So smiles never deserted Balaji, even when the game was played at Sharjah. So what is he going to? He's probably looking forward to bigger games, and he has been exceptionally good. And that's one moment. A double blow in one over will be remembered for some time when it comes to Sharjah cricket ground and the first phase of the IPL 7. But the biggest moment of all, after the Big Show Maxwell, this is one thing that defies everything possible. Defies gravity, defies physics, defies the possibility of something you call human effort. Lynn, that's what it is. We're talking about Lynn lynched AB. AB is the one who's got that kind of a name for taking crazy catches. And for him to be dismissed, a very crucial moment of the game, just about 9 or 10 runs required, and he comes up with something which to us looked pretty much like, well, I can't do much because I've got this written down straight. Let me see, what did I write down? Backflip after slip, slide, crouch, pouch. Add as many as you want as adjectives. But in the end, I think after catching the ball, he had the presence of mind to look down to see where the rope was. And then he comes down with his entire body weight on one hand, flips over, and stays there, while A.B. de Villiers couldn't believe his eyes at all. You could see Virat Kohli, his captain. Well, is there a possibility of something happening on a cricket field like this? Well, A.B. de Villiers has done it so often, and for someone to have done him in that fashion, it's going to stay fresh. You will keep watching it over and over again, because that certainly will be the best catch of season 7. At least in phase 1, you never know what Lynn can do or A.B. de Villiers can do, but that is the moment I want you to leave with right now in our segment. This is Sharjah Cricket Ground, and it was glorious watching cricket at that ground.